Hello students, today we are going to see another poem which is the third poem in your textbook. Very simple, easy poem and a lot to learn. A tiger in the zoo. Okay, so here we are going to see how the tiger in the zoo, how he stays over there, behaves there. This poem contrasts a tiger in the zoo with the tiger in its natural habitat. So in this poem we will find a contrast, a difference between a tiger which is kept in the zoo and a tiger which stays in its natural habitat, that is in its jungle and all. Okay, the poem moves from the zoo to the jungle. So in this poem, one verse, one stanza will be in the zoo and the other stanza will be in the jungle and back again to the zoo. Read the poem silently once and see which stanzas speak about the tiger in the zoo and which ones speak about the tiger in the jungle. So here they say that you should go through the poem and you should find out that which stanzas are related to the zoo and which stanzas are related to the jungle. Now, he stalks in his vivid strips the few steps of his cage, on pads of velvet quiet, in his quiet rage. So here they say that the tiger stalk means walks, in his vivid stripes, in his different, vivid means different. Okay, on the body of the tiger it is stripes, no, like black, orange, so like that. In different stripes he is walking the few steps of his cage. Slowly he is walking in the cage on the pads of velvet quiet. Velvet means smooth. Okay, all of you have seen a velvet cloth. The texture above is smooth. So on the smooth velvet type pad, something is put there down and the tiger is walking on it with a quiet rage. Okay, quietly, violently. Rage means violent, anger. He should be lurking in shadow. Lurking means hiding. Sliding through the long grass near the water hole where plump deer pass. Now here the first stanza you can see the tiger is walking in a cage. So this stanza is related to zoo. Okay. Now here this stanza you can see that he should be lurking in shadow. Lurking means what? Hiding. Somewhere in the shadow behind some trees he must be hiding. Sliding through long grass. Okay, sliding means moving down slowly through the long grasses. Near the water hole, near the pond and all, where plump deer pass. Plump means a fat deer passes. So this stanza is related in a jungle where a deer is also there and the deer is passing through near the water, okay, maybe a pond and all, and here the tiger hiding slowly through the grass walks and is about to catch a deer. He should be snarling around houses. Snarling means making angry sounds at the jungle's edge. Edge means border. Bearing his white fangs. Bearing means showing his white fangs. Fangs are his long teeth. His claws. Claws are the hands, nails. Okay. Terrorizing the village. Terrorizing means frightening. So here the poet says that he should be snarling, okay, making sound near around the houses of the people. The houses which are near the jungle's edge, near the border of the jungle. And he is frightening the people with his claws and his fangs. So this also stanza is related to the jungle. But he is locked in a concrete cell. Here again we come to a zoo where the tiger is locked in a concrete cell. A cell which is made up of concrete. His strength behind bars. Whatever strength he has, that is all behind the bars in the cage. He cannot use it outside. Stalking the length of his cage, walking in the cage, ignoring visitors. Okay, he is not attracted towards visitors. He is just walking in the cage, ignoring the visitors. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars. and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. So at night, he can hear the last voice. At night, the patrolling cars, the cars which are patrolling the jungle, okay, looking after the jungle, and stares with his brilliant eyes and starts staring with his brilliant eyes at the cars, at the brilliant stars, again at the brilliant stars in the sky. So this is all a poem about a tiger, how a tiger's world is in zoo and how his world is in natural habitat. So we all like to live in our natural habitat. Human beings would like to live in society, not in a jungle. So the same way, tigers also should be kept in their natural habitat, not in a zoo for people's attraction. So this is a poem by Leslie Norris, who wants to convey to us the emotions of tiger. Okay, I hope you all have understood this poem well.